Right. Some things are going really, really well. And when they go really, really well, of course, that can create a problem. This is a 25 litre tub. It's got some nice, really good green water in there. Unfortunately, there's a bit of ammonia in there, which I'm going to have to deal with because of what is in this tub in addition to the green water. Have a look. Can we get it to focus? There's a few fry. Look at that. Okay, how's that for fry? You know, I don't know how many's there, but I think it would be, you know, easily 1,000. Lots is the answer. The reason I got this tub up on the IBCs here is I'm doing a water change. I've got to set up a system where this is done more easily, lifting these 25 litre totes, I think they are, when they've got 20 litres of water in, but that's not good for my back, and my back's something I'm really struggling with at the moment. What I'm currently doing is I'm draining it through a siphon. There's through this hose, and you can see there's a glass there. Sarah will have a go at me for this, wondering where all the glasses from the kitchen are going. But I'm using it to weight it down, and you see in there, that's a piece of reticulated foam. So this is standard foam that you get in your upholstery cushions and whatever. That's really good for a fine filter. But this stuff, this is the reticulated foam I'm using. So the fry, I guess, could get their heads buried in that because the pores are big enough for them to get into. But, you know, it should be fine. And I'm just using that over the end of this siphon to keep the fry in this tub. Now, to get the 6mm line into the block of reticulated foam, I use my soldering iron to sort of melt a hole to get it in most of the way, and then just shoved it on the end of the line, and it's just running all the way down here. And there's see more of the reticulated foam. This is my outflow filter, and just draining away. So I'm going to drain that down and then add in a bunch more water just to give these guys the best conditions possible. Something I forgot to mention when I was first filming this is I've modified the end of the siphon. If you just stick the reticulated foam on the end of this 6mm line, then the water's got to get through the filter, and the filter's largely obscuring, you know, the little 6mm end of this pipe, this hose that I'm using for the siphon. So what I did also with my soldering iron is I basically melted 4 holes really. Now each of those holes is going to be partially obscured by the filter, but because there's 5 of them, the cumulative surface area means that the filter's not posing much of a restriction, or possibly even any restriction, on the water flowing through the siphon, and that just speeds the process up. Without doing that little modification, the siphon can go very, very slowly. Something I'm really going to have to work on though is I need much more plants growing in this system, because I think within if I have a few more successful spawns like this, even though the amount of food I would feed to this tub and, you know, several thousand fry that I think are in here is only going to be like a gram or 2, the amount of food that's getting added to the system is going to start accelerating pretty quickly as they start to grow. And so I've got to get more plants growing in here to suck those nutrients out. I do not want to be in the position where I've got to do water changes to keep the nitrates down. Now, simple to do that will be just getting more things like the azolla here growing. Though duckweed would be better because the goldfish will eat the duckweed. But anyway, quick little update of how that's going. Stay tuned for more. I'll catch you guys anon.